Okay, here we are. So he tightened the motor mounts down in the last episode, and we're back for trying to take the clutch. Those clutch plates and clutch basket. Got all the fancy tools to take it apart.
I was trying to get away.
I'm gonna see if I got enough battery here. I'll just.
Oh, yeah, that comes off. Yeah, they got these shims over here.
That's for, you need to have those. Don't lose those.
What do you need those for?
Well, after it gets worn down to a certain level, you put the shims in.
We got a tranny leak already.
Really, a tranny leak?
It's hard to believe, I know, but it's hard to believe there's actually a tranny leak on here. Yeah, brand new socket too. Yeah, that's in the way. Okay, this is a modern bike or an early bike. I think this is standard thread, isn't it? Maybe not.
Nope. Oh, you know, that's a lefty then.
Yeah, it's a left-handed one. It's not that old of a bike. Okay, that's out. Okay, this thing fall off.
Oh, look at it. Just fell right out.
I don't even need a fancy tool.
Yeah. What a concept. It just fell off.
This is do not crimp. Don't lose it either. See what belts do? They drag. And then they break.
I've had that happen to me.
Almost no lubrication except for the rust. It's hard to leak then, isn't it? Where's that lock tab remover you had?
I'm gonna put it away.
You want to run my screwdriver and my
I put tools away, dude.
Yeah.
Well, take them back.
Thank you, sir. Plastic hammer. I don't beat on the tools with metal hammers. Plastic. You're a lot better than a tripod, at least.
Tripod.
Tripod sucks. No, I'm not going to wear a camera either, so that's out.
Oh, we can get you one of those hero cameras and put it on your head.
No, I think we're going to have to
drill a hole in.
We'll have to have an overhead crane apparatus hanging from the ceiling. We'll have all these wires hanging down to hook on the camera. So.
Yeah. We're getting there.
Where's my... This is good.
Where's our backlight here? How come we don't have a light shining?
Because we don't work over here.
No, I don't have a light on there.
Now we got a light. That's in the camera. That's not a bad.
Oh, that does sound good.
Oh, you locked that on.
It smells.
Yeah, I think that had Loctite on it.
Loctite has an interesting smell when it gets
That's
heated
not
up.
Loctite smell though. That's burnt oil smell. So,
Hey, it's all that rusty stuff.
yeah, that's pretty tight. Couldn't have been a leak. There was no leakage here at all. Look at that.
Oh, that big old gobs of gobbledygook grease.
Yeah, I like how that's nice and tight in there. Okay, that's something else to clean up later.
That's
You
not
don't think
loose,
that's
is it?
too loose, do you? What about this? Is this loose? You think that's maybe broken?
I don't think it's tight. No, there's something wrong there.
You don't think that's maybe not broken?
It's broken.
It's supposed to return.
Yeah. So, is he gonna now have to get a transmission rebuilt on the damn thing, or what?
Well,
Oh, that
if you
didn't
push
turn
it back up with your fingers, it works fine. Yeah, I'm sure that's no problem with shifting the bike.
Well, is it there, or is it something up here? No, it's definitely in.
I'm sure it's never been lack of lubrication anywhere. Or anything like that.
It's not something we run into here. This bike, lack of lubrication.
All right.
Alright, I just got that set up. It's recording right now. What did you need, Alan?
I need my Allen wrench so I can torque this thing down. We got the shifter working, so I just beat the hell out of it, and it's now starting to work. So not very healthy.
Gently beating the heck out of it.
It's getting some lubricating back where all the rust and other crap was at. Okay. Every time you're in here, you want to make sure that you tighten up the bolt on the shift arm here. See, if you had Fred over here working the camera, you would see that. But seeing how
well, hang on. No, I can't get it over there because the dang cord's not long enough.
Tightening.
Hang on. Oh, I can.
Okay, I did not over torque that at all.
Do that again.
The wrench was bending as I was moving it, but I moved it a little bit. This one right here. I was waiting for the wrench to break and get my knuckles. It's got some tension on it.
Yeah, that's really difficult to get to in the inner primaries. Back
Yeah, like
home.
almost impossible. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you always hit that every time. That's just automatic. Where's that wrench I was using? Just for the hell of it, let's just see if the tranny's got any torque on it.
Hang on. Try that one more time. No, it wouldn't be loose, would it?
That's factory torque. Okay,
well, make sure you don't. Wow. We're not even close to Tatro tight yet.
Well, I'm trying to determine if it's going to actually get anywhere near Tatro tight because...
Oh, yeah, you know, I'd be careful there.
It's starting to get tight. Yeah, I only went like 2 turns. That was like almost nothing.
Can you get to the other ones?
Yeah, I can get to anything if I want to.
Sorry about that. I'm trying to make some adjustments here.
I need a bolt. Or, I mean, not a bolt. That happens.
We're not getting the best view here.
A longer one. Oh, I can't see anyway. I just tightening. I don't have to look at something to see if it's tight. I just start moving the wrench, and eventually, if something quits moving or breaks, one of the two.
And I would get to. We're getting to the part where brake is the next option. Sorry.
No, it's just getting. Now there's some bolts that hold the tranny on there too. I don't know if I can even get into them. Yeah, they're an open end. You can't really torque them.
No. Right.
He's got
other
progressive shocks on this thing.
side. Other side.
This thing's a hot rod. You didn't know that, did you? Yeah, it's got some good handling stuff in there. This isn't the biggest pile of crap we thought it was. All right. It's gonna be hard to torque this because there's no room in here. Yes.
Need something a little flatter.
Yeah, well, maybe I took the puke hose and stuck it up in the puker goes. Here, I know what that hose goes for. It's right up in there. It's not like they make this where you can get to it, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't make anything you can get to it.
I go this direction. Yeah, if that didn't work either.
Yeah. You have flat ones.
Yeah, we just got ones right here.
There you go.
Oh, see, I got a cable in the way. It doesn't help me any. This is a 12 point. We need a 24 point. Yeah.
It's just not gonna work. Oh, there he goes. Oh, we got. Look at that.
I'm gonna change it. I need a longer one on top. My wrench back, bastard. Okay, we have the procedure down. Oh yeah, that's gonna take my half my knuckles off and it breaks.
Yep.
That's all right.
And your 12-point POS.
Hey, this is an SK tool. They're perfect. They never break.
Really?
Yep. I don't break SK shit. You know what this wrench is? Now, some people might think the nut's got something wrong with it, but it's just pulling a.
Damn.
It's just pulling itself tight. That's all.
That's a pretty hefty nut and bolt there.
A lot of stretch in that nut and bolt. Now, this one here, we have another problem. Somebody put the brakes in the way.
They wouldn't do a thing like that, would they?
Yeah, I got another solution.
They probably have another solution, a socket.
Yeah. There's always some other way of getting to something you can't get to. What do we do with a 9/16?
Well, look at that. But the camera sees it. It looks like it's easy peasy to get to.
It's right there on top. Look at that.
What are you talking? What are you complaining about?
Okay, now how are we going to get to that one? Well, that's the next problem. We only got half the battle handle now.
Yep. Something come loose.
Yeah, it's kind of like a two-man job, but what is this thing here? I think that's going to be a new problem. Yeah, we're going to have to do this differently. We're going to have to come in from the top.
But once you come in from the top with a...
We have to come down from the bottom under here somehow.
Nope. That's a flat one. That's a flat one.
Yeah, the regular one. Yeah, I'd like to get it back out there when it's done. Okay, we're going to test out this brake switch and see how good it is.
Makes it into a two-man job and one-man job. Wow, that thing's just...
Is there some flux in there somewhere?
Holy crap.
It's starting to get tight.
Well, don't break it.
We'll just leave the wrench there. We don't need that.
Custom chopper. Just hit down in there.
And I just need this thing right here to pull on.
Hey! Oh!
We got boots on this place.
Boots? What are
Okay,
these
so
boots?
those are the appropriately torqued hardware. These transmission bolts, they got the shocks in the way, so you have to pull the shocks off to tighten the tranny up.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening today.
So all we can do is see if there any really looseness to them.
No, one of them looks tight.
I can't get in or really torque on them, but
Well, yeah, but your torque is like extreme torque. It's like they're not moving.
well, this one's kind of a problem. It's got everything in the way on this one.
I don't even think I'm pointing in the right direction. Sorry. Drifting again.
You look at the rear wheel, I'm looking on the back wheel,
Only been-
front wheel.
I don't even...
I can't get to that, so we're going to have to say those are tight because I can't get to them.
Yeah.
But I can say that the plate is tight to the frame though. If there was any powder coat between the two, this ain't there anymore.
No, melted it. Too pressure.
Alright, so those are torqued down. But we didn't get to that other bolt over there, we missed it. You made me
Which one?
forget that bolt.
Which one? Oh,
The one we went to get to the first place.
you mean you're talking about where the motor mount?
That's not loose, is it?
Hey.
I've seen bikes come in like that before.
Oh, what about the one the bolt knocked out and just shredded the belt? That was a wild
They had
one.
one that came out and locked up the belt,
Yeah. Well, there was one that
which also locked up the rear wheel.
the guy goes, I need a new belt. It's like, yeah, you need a couple other things. You're missing some bolts that kind of ran through your
They had one on
belt
the pulley,
drive.
took out half the teeth on the pulley too.
Yeah, that one. That one. The one where you had to take the pulley off and grind it down.
And Steve's though was in a starter. It jammed up in the starter housing, the round inside the primary.
Yeah.
The bolt came around, jammed between that and the belt and that. And locked the wheel up until the belt broke. And just before it was getting ready to crash, the belt broke and freed up and was able to coast to a stop at about 10 miles an hour. Luckily it broke because the bolt was jammed in solid on the belt.
Yeah.
And then
That's,
knock it out.
the irony is, like, if you got a belt drive, you can just pop that old primary cover off and check things, tighten them down, and
Yeah, but the
that kind of crap doesn't happen.
See, if a chain got in the way of a bolt, it'd break the chain off. The chain would cut the bolt off. You work that way. Okay, where is the appropriate torquing device?
Let me come around to the appropriate torquing view here.
Somehow this got left loose.
Hey, this is my...
What?
What's my box?
Yeah, you get your box of crap on the floor. There was nothing in it, too. That's your box.
My box.
It had a power bleeder, I think, in it. But the box is still in my way over there for the last month and a half because you won't move it.
That sounds like a...
You know, if I threw it away, you'd come back, oh, what'd you do with my box? Okay, this time we're pushing instead of pulling. I can't push as hard as I can pull.
Right.
Yeah, it's getting torquey in my back pot.
I think, yeah, it's like hear that clicking sound.
That's my back.
When you put your
It is
back in the
torqued.
way of the camera, it doesn't really show what you're doing. So, all right, I'm taking a break.
It's
Cut,
tight.
take, print, check the gate. All right, what's going on?
You were going home early and listening to all the important stuff.
What important stuff?
Well, you had this piece of crap all zip tied all the way up through here, 15 zip ties later. But see, somehow this got stuck underneath the frame.
Oh, so that when he goes over a curb,
Now,
and
if you drive like I do, that might have to be a problem. But you know, probably the way he drives.
how did he
it
get
wasn't.
that? Look, you get more zip ties up there.
Well, yeah, I don't care about those zip ties.
Well, we do because
Yeah,
we
but
don't want that.
there's two of them right together.
Why don't you come back around the frame like it's the other side? Like
Well, it's supposed to go like this on top of the frame, then up through all this crap. But see, I purposely didn't cut this zip tie up here because I was going to jam this thing. Well, not that one. I was going to go through the second one, the new one.
So when this bike first came in, it had like 100 zip ties, zip tying everything together. It was like, you could bolt things together. Whoa, why would I want to do that?
Yeah, this one doesn't want to go up into that one. See, I'm trying to go upside down.
Oh.
It went in this way. It came out this way. So
You can turn it around once you get it.
there it goes. There we go. See, I reuse that zip tie because I'm cheap. See. Okay, now we'll zip tie one here, one right there,
Hang on. One there, one there.
and that'll keep it above the frame
Yep,
and away from the rest of the motor parts, and not in the shifter.
yep.
And we might
Right.
wind up putting one under here too, but
Want to get up the tube.
at least put it where it belongs.
So
I
that
forget
you-
what this was up here in the oil tank battery box area.
Yeah, that's the dang.
that'll be
That's
next
for your
problem.
generator. It's coming off.
But see, you don't want anything underneath here because it gets eaten up.
Really? I mean,
Yeah.
you hit a curb or you cover
Well,
something?
if you ever look at
it's
soft tail shocks, they hang below the frame. You always look at them; they're always eaten off. There's a reason for that. People tend to drive differently.
That's the bottom.
I like how this kickstand stays out halfway. They get this fancy stop on here. Is that how fat that ugly primary is? Jeez. All right, we're good to go for the night.
Okay, I'm done. Time to go home and go to bed.
How's this throttle cable on this side of the bike?
I don't